2015 saw yet another rise of female protagonists within video games. From EV5 Assassin's Creed Syndicate to Chloe and Max from Life is Strange, none quite commandeered the audience like our favorite heroine, Lara Croft. Rise of the Tomb Raider expands on everything we loved about the 2013 reboot. It shows us not only why Lara Croft is the undisputed queen of action-adventure, but a cultural icon.
But some do not. The explorers, the seekers of truth. It is these pioneers who define the future of mankind.
Rise of the Tomb Raider takes place a year after the strange events of Yamatai. Lara sets out on a quest to charter the lost city of Kitezh in hopes of finding immortality. Along the way, she is separated from her companion Jonah and is forced to hunt alone until Trinity, an ancient sect who have their eyes set on claiming immortality, join in on the quest. Ultimately, the tale isn't anything new, but to see Lara taking on the role of archaeologist, gun-toting Trinity Slayer, errand girl, rope-swinging daredevil, and ultimately savior is exhilarating. The game is roughly 20 hours. One moment you're climbing frozen mountaintops, and the next you're hunting game in the geothermal valleys. The game offers some of the most beautiful locations, some scenery stretching as far as the eye can see. You will find yourself stopping and taking the gorgeous world of Rise of the Tomb Raider. If it's one thing the game tells us, it's that Lara is on fire this time around, fearless to take on any endeavor that will lead her to her goal.
Oh shit! No! Come on! You're gonna die!
Rise of the Tomb Raider introduces new concepts while building on already successful formulas. Like Tomb Raider, the base camp makes a return as your hub to create and harness the lore you prefer. There are tons of skills, and each one makes a crucial difference in how you play the game. Challenges are also introduced this time around, and when completed, will grant Lara a significant amount of experience points. Crystal Dynamics has added a few changes to combat as Lara can now craft items on the fly and use the environment to her advantage. You also have the option of sneaking around or distracting enemies by throwing bottles and cans, even enemy walkie-talkies. If you have the appropriate items, bottles can be crafted into Molotovs and canisters into smoke and shrapnel bombs, just to name a few. The game allows many possibilities to dismantle the enemy. The most fun I have with combat is by utilizing the bow and arrow. Lara can create an array of arrow types ranging from poisonous and fire arrows to grenade. It is the only weapon that adds unique depth from Lara's arsenal of staple weapons. Although combat gives you many options, I often find myself hurrying through it. At times it was more of an obstacle rather than a treat. After slaving through some of the Rambo sequences, I finally had the opportunity to get more of what made Lara Croft a legend: exploration.
Looks like the way into the city center is through that gate. This is extraordinary.
Crystal Dynamics does a beautiful job balancing the action set pieces by infusing them with exploration. This time around, the tombs aren't a quick add-on and feel like an extensive character within Rise of the Tomb Raider. It can take hours to fully uncover every hidden gem within a location. Oftentimes, I discover multiple tombs to raid, only to realize I'm missing the proper tool or device to get the job done, which only made me smile because I was being sent on yet another exploration quest. Another element I certainly wish was more realized were the side missions. Each area has its own unique set of missions. Once the mission is complete, Lara can be rewarded with anything from weapon upgrades and outfits to more useful tools like the lockpick. All in all, it doesn't take away from what Crystal Dynamics has built, but doesn't feel like it's absolutely necessary either. Which brings us to the finale, playing as a working stiff. Rise of the Tomb Raider has a friendly learning curve, so it won't take much to master. An hour every other night or 4 hours a week will get the job done. Rise of the Tomb Raider is a complete joy not only to play, but watch. To get the most from the game in your limited time, share it. Allow your significant others, friends and family to watch Lara in action and you'll see your hours of gaming grow. Lara's acrobatics are more stellar than ever, and will leave even the most seasoned gamer on the edge of their seats. Whoever's partaking in the adventure, watching or playing, won't be disappointed. Laura certainly shows Nathaniel Drake why she is the original Tomb Raider. Your favorite working stiffs gives Rise of the Tomb Raider a 9.5
I think you would have made
out
the
of
same
10.
choice. Come on. You've got a plane to catch.
Hollywood 1044 signing off, saying working stiffs, do what you do. I'm out.
I listened to his last tape 1,000 times.